So this is Rules of Survival. It's a game that I like to play. It's kind of like the game PUBG or Fortnite. You start out here with a bunch of other people. There's guns and stuff laying around, but it's just kind of the preliminary, like, get ready. So you just can run around, and it doesn't matter if you shoot people because it doesn't do anything to them. Everyone's invincible during this kind of preliminary period. So the premise of this battle royale game is that you start in this airship, and here pretty soon I'm about to parachute out of the plane, and then I skydive first, and then you pick a point and you just kind of go for that point, and then there's a point where you have to release your parachute. And I'm gonna go here pretty fast towards the ground. And at first I didn't know that it would automatically deploy your parachute, and so I was always doing it a little bit before that little icon. But then I found out. I just tested it. I was like, it's just a game. So I just tested it, and it just does it automatically for you. So I just go as far down, just skydiving as far down as possible until it makes me release my parachute. And then you land and you try to find weapons. So I'm about to go into this house here, and you can actually hear in just a second, I can hear someone shooting and walking around. So I'm gonna go look for them. And basically there's 119 other people, and you try to be the last one to survive. So there's going to be a guy in this foyer here. It kind of glitched, but then I see him right there. And then I'm going to go up and take all of his stuff. So now that I am getting all this stuff, then I'm just going to make sure the house is clear and make sure I have all the items that I want or need. And then I'm just going to kind of carefully sneak out of the house. I'm actually gonna speed it up here just so we don't have to watch me. I'm really just going to kind of the next location. So here you want to be pretty sneaky because if you're standing up and walking around all the time, they can hear your footsteps, and that'll appear up on that compass up above. And so I just am always crouched down. It's so that they can't see those footprints. Also, I heard a gunshot up ahead, and so now I'm being a little bit extra careful, just making sure that I don't get ambushed or they don't see me before I see them. Here, right now, that red square in my mini-map on the left upper hand corner, that red square means that there's going to be bombing here pretty quick. So instead of going towards the inner circle, I'm going to go directly out of that circle because I don't want to get hit by a bomb. It's kind of a dumb way to die. So I skipped ahead quite a bit just because I was walking and nothing interesting happened. So I'm coming up to this house, crouching, and I see those footprints up there, so I know there's someone in that house or right behind it. I know there's someone very close. So I'm going to be pretty sneaky. There's a loud noise when I open the door. You didn't hear it, but there's going to be someone up there. And I believe here in a second they're going to jump off the roof. Yeah, there we go, right there. And then they try to go in that building over there. And then when they're standing there gathering the stuff on the floor, I take them out. So after getting all of that stuff, all that good stuff, I go and I actually start hearing a vehicle. So there will be a little orange wheel that appears outside or up by that compass. And so I go ahead and follow that, and I think it's like a blue car of some sort. And I go ahead and follow it here up until that next house. He parks there. And I'm going to pull out my scope and try to get him. Anyway, I'm going to speed it up. because it takes me a while to get this guy, because he wanders in that house. I imagine he's getting the items and stuff, and then he comes out, and I eventually take a shot at him once he's over to the left, and he goes in and hides, and on the left again he pops out, and I think he gets a couple good shots at me, but then I end up taking him out right there. So once I get all this good stuff, I cut out a big portion of just running, so that we could get to the action. So there's this guy driving this blue car, and he runs into a tree or something, or no, he gets out and tries to get that stuff. So I take a couple shots at him, and then he kind of panics and backs out. So I'm like, oh, he's just running away. So I continue on my path, just kind of being cautious, making sure he's not going to cause any trouble for me. And then I notice he stopped, and he's just chilling there, so I take him out. So I'm about to take a huge chunk out of just running, scouting and stuff. I picked up a few items, but I'm here by this supply crate, and it's usually kind of a hot spot for other players. There's actually a guy right here. He doesn't know where I am, so he hides behind this tree after I get him a couple times. I believe I eventually get him, or someone else does. There we go. So I'm pretty badly hurt, so I'm gonna hide in this bush and just heal up. Use some bandages and basically use them until I'm almost at full health. I think I hear some noise, and so I kind of check it out, but it's nothing, so I just keep bandaging myself up. So I'm going to skip to where the wall, kind of this transparent barrier, is always getting smaller the whole game. It starts really big and then it just gets smaller and smaller the entire time. So it kind of pushes all 100 players to go towards the center. There's only 9 of us left, so the circle is actually quite small. And I'm running inside of the barrier so that I don't keep taking damage. So the circle is even smaller now. So the 8 of us are all within about 100 meters of each other. So it could actually be quite easy to die. So you have to be quite careful. I usually am not out in the open like this. I usually go hide behind a tree. I think after I get this guy, I think that's what I'm about to do. So I usually get behind a tree and just kind of circle around it slowly, just to kind of see what's out there. I'm actually towards the outer edge of the circle, so probably not a lot of people are going to be where I am right now, but I'm heading farther in just because I was outside the circle right there. So now I just wait for other people to make a move. I don't want to fire my gun just because then they know the direction I'm at. They launch a grenade or, and kind of flush me out. So after my bandaging myself up here, I hear some shots. So I kind of wait and someone dies. So I kind of, with my scope, I kind of check it out. And I see this guy laying here, so I take him out. There's only 2 left, so that means me and some other guy. This other guy hasn't made a noise. I think, I don't remember what I do here. I think I launch a grenade or something to see if I can flush him out. And then he ends up launching a grenade and a smoke grenade. And I imagine the smoke grenade is like a distraction. Anyway, I end up getting the guy. He doesn't even see me. And I take him out. And then I'm the winner. So, this is my video of stuff I like to do, edited for fluidity and interest level.